There are 3 steps to it. There's obstruction, there's breaths, and there's chest compressions. CPR for pets is the same as for humans. It's just the amount of compressions that you could do vary depending on the sizes. So when I say remove obstruction, you would literally have to, and this poor guy here, his mouth's glued shut. I guess he doesn't want me messing with it. You would literally have to open his mouth like this. You got to sweep. You take either your thumb or your finger. You need to sweep inside like that and try to get whatever's in there out if there is something, but you need to make sure that you get it out without getting bitten. Good luck. The next thing you want to do, and it depends, the chest compressions depend on the size of the dog. Medium or large dogs or giant dogs, you would give 3 to 5 compressions to 1 breath. Cats or small dogs, you would give 3 to 5 compressions to 1 breath, but the compressions are smaller.
Wait,
So let's, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So small dogs again is what?
On the small dog, a cat or a small dog, you give 3 to 5 compressions to 1 breath. Medium to large, you're going to give 3 to 5 compressions to 1 breath. The difference is going to be on the compressions. To give compressions, you're not going to use your whole hand. You're going to use just this part here, the heel of it. And you're going to go down like this. With a small dog, you don't want to go further down than 1/2 of an inch because you don't want to crush. You don't want to crush them. You just want to try and revive them. So in a small dog, don't go any further down than 1/2 an inch. For a large dog, you can go anywhere from 1 to 3 inches down. This is a good question for your vet because I do not know I can't answer that question specifically. It depends on the weight. When you do a compression, it's this part of your hand right here. So I'm going to give this guy here our example. I'm going to go ahead and give him, we're going to say that he is a large dog. There's a difference in how you do a large dog. With a large dog, your mouth cannot cover both their mouth and their nose. So when you do your breath, you're going to cover their nose only. With a cat or a small dog, you're going to cover both their nose and their mouth. When you give a breath, you want to give a good one, about 30 seconds. So if I were doing a dog, I would go about 30 seconds. When you go to do your compressions, you need to count. So the whole process would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Count slowly. The actual count for big dogs, you would do 20 sets of 5. For small dogs and cats, you would do 24 sets of 5. What I mean by 20 sets of 5 means I'm going to breathe once, and then I'm going to do 5 compressions. Then I'm going to breathe again, and I'm going to do 5 more compressions until I've done it 20 times. For small dogs and small cats, I'm going to repeat the same thing, only I'm going to do it 24 times. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. With really, really small dogs and cats, you're not going to be able to put them on their back. This is if you have a large or a medium to a large. You're going to have to go from the side. So you're going to put your hand here, and then you're going to do your compressions. Hold their head, because you don't need to use 2 hands. You're only going 1/2 an inch in. So hold their head here.
So you say medium large, that's like 45, 50 pounds.
Yeah. If they can lay on their back comfortably, have them do like a person, lay on their back. Go down, cover just the nose for a big dog. 1 breath, about 30 seconds, and then just like this. Smaller dog, you do not want to crush them. Turn them to their side. Put your hand underneath their head. Hold their head like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. This is just a guideline. If they come through, you can stop. But you want to keep doing this until they revive. I mean, you don't have to sit there and do 20 sets of 5 if they come to before that. But be very careful on cats and small dogs to put them on their side, hold their head like this, and don't go more than 1/2 of an inch. Cover both their nose and their mouth.
With your mouth. So their mouth is gonna be closed and you're just
Yes.
putting their mouth over.
Yeah, because we can't put our mouths over top of a Rottweiler's nose and mouth, right? I mean, our mouths aren't that big. So with a small dog or cat, you can cover both the mouth and the nose. Breathe into it. With a large dog, just the nose. What you're looking for is the chest to rise. Once you see the chest rise, and they're coming to. So as you're doing it, look for the chest to rise. That's how you can tell when to stop. Don't go, oh, well, I've done 100 and nothing happened. No, look for the chest to rise. And that's just a guideline, and that is the American Red Cross guideline.